Geckos. I'm surrounded by geckos. I'm gonna need a bigger gun.
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines down there. Who are you? What have you?
Okay, now last time through here, one of these damn geckos jumped right on top of my head. Okay, now I can't hit them. Now you're dead. Certainly put a lot of particle effects in the air when they die. 40mm grenade ammo. 5.56. iPod music. Let me guess. Player. Wait, where? Oh, it's under there. It's not Slayer. Zone of the Enders. I just ordered that game. Apparently they did remakes of it on PlayStation 3 that I was unaware about. Nuclear warhead storage. I seem to remember a significant event happens here in this area in the Metal Gear 1. I can't remember what it is though. I haven't played that game in so long and it's pretty much impossible to go back and play it because of the camera angles. Same with Metal Gear Solid 2.
I don't see any enemies around here. Okay, we'll go through the door all the way at the back.
Otacon, last time around we had a few complications and wound up going through the commander's office in the basement.
That's right. I remember now. But there's no need to go all the way down there this time, right? The back door takes us straight where we need to go.
Good point.
Okay then, let's get to the back door.
I think one of the, other than everything involving Psycho Mantis in the first game, one of the coolest moments was when you had to circumvent a electrified floor. Not really circumvent, but you had to guide a Nikita missile over it and then hit the control box. That was a pretty cool moment. Although it was PlayStation 1 and the graphics were muddy as hell because PS1 graphics weren't all that great. Despite it having a lot of good games. Graphics aren't the most... Oh, okay, that's a Stinger missile. Can't get in? Let that sucker recharge a little bit. I don't know if this takes me straight to the boss fight back here, or if there's a couple areas first. Normally I play through this, I just play through the beginning a little bit. I haven't done a full playthrough of this game in forever. They did pack a lot of cool shit into the end of the game though. You can't get through.
Huh? Snake, that door is locked.
How do I open it?
Security is shut down altogether. You can't release the lock without activating it. You'll have to log in somewhere. I've got it, Snake. My old office is close by. With the power on, you should be able to unlock the door from there. And if you check the facility records, we can find out Rex's status and who's been in and out. You remember where it is, Snake?
I'm not senile yet.
I don't
I'm
remember.
marking it on your map. You old geezer. Snake, the password is 48273. Think you can remember that?
I told you, I'm not senile yet.
I don't remember where his office is.
Snake, I've checked the APU on this floor and engaged the generator. Energy output is low, but it should be enough to power the elevator. Try the elevator and see if it's working.
APU. I don't really remember what that stands for, but it's kind of like a combination of a CPU and a GPU together. It's on a lot of pre-built computers. Doesn't allow for very strong graphics processing, but I mean, hey, if that's all you can afford and you want to play on PC, just don't try to jack the resolution up.
Okay, first go down the central hallway. Don't worry, it's not electrified anymore. Everything looks exactly like I remember it. Except for that wall way in back, anyway. I still can't believe how much damage you caused in such a small space.
The switchboard. Nailed it with a remote control missile to shut down the electric current in the floor.
I was just talking about that.
Those things takes up so much space, it hardly leaves any room for explosives.
Didn't make much of a bang, huh?
Hardly. Switchboard's still intact.
You're right. The wiring past the switch circuits could still be live.
Wait a minute. I'm not gonna get shocked if I walk on this floor, am I?
No need to worry. As long as you don't turn the current back on.
Where I came in. Oh yeah, this was where you run into Gray Fox, Cyborg Ninja.
Hold on. I want to check security.
remember it, right? Because I completely forgot. Can you punch it in for me? It's a 5-digit number.
I think this was it. Must be. He's
Nice
not
job.
senile yet.
At least your memory hasn't gone bad.
If you fail that, he gets a psyche drop.
This version is totally obsolete. It's gonna take a little work. This is the room where we first met, huh?
Yep.
All that equipment just sitting there, gathering dust.
It's not conjuring up any pleasant memories, is it? I was being attacked by Frank Yeager.
Yeah, I remember.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, gives me the shivers just thinking about it. Snake, you saved my life.
Naomi hated them for what they did to Frank's body. It was me that crippled him in the first place. She must have hated me too.
We shouldn't have been so trusting. I blame myself too. I helped develop Rex. That's why it was so easy for me to believe her feelings were genuine. But she was only using us to atone for her sins.
So what? What did she do to us?
You forgot already? She betrayed you. She stole your blood.
If that was all, it should have been over and done with in South America. Why'd she join us afterward?
Well,
She has us come rescue her, and then she turns around and goes straight back to Liquid. Why would she do that?
He's got snow in his mustache.
Snake. But it looks like she's still with him.
What?
I just had a look at the security access logs. As I thought, there's people coming and going at frequent
See,
intervals.
snow in his mustache.
In fact, the record
Freezing
shows
snake.
recent activity. Look at this.
Ice
It's
snake.
an image taken a few hours
Sub-Zero
with a
snake.
surveillance camera up ahead.
Vamp has got to be one of the worst characters in this game.
Naomi.
All the worst crap in this series comes out of the second installation. Some of the most brilliant moments also comes out of the second game too.
They've been through here. And from what we've gleaned from the security records, it can only mean one thing. They're headed for Rex's old underground hangar. I finished rebooting security and released the locks. The door on the first floor ought to open for you now.
Amazing. Almost makes me nostalgic for the days when you needed a key card for every door.
Yep. It's been 9 years. All you really have to do is reinterpret the old technology in terms of the new. Getting old isn't all that bad, you know. Let's get going, Snake.
I finished unlocking the door on the first floor. It should open now.
Metal Gear 2 had some pretty shitty characters in it. You start off as Solid Snake, then they switch you over to Raiden. That was something a lot of people weren't on board with at the time, but Raiden turned out to be pretty cool.
Ridiculous. You yourself in Zanzibar land.
Yes, he should have been killed, but he's still alive.
What?
They were using a soldier for their...
I think one of the coolest moments in Metal Gear 2 was when,
How long are you gonna stay in there?
I forget how far in the game it was, a little where beyond halfway through.
Not. I always
The AI that's, I think it's on Arsenal Gear, starts going haywire and you start getting all sorts of bizarre codec calls from the Colonel. That part was brilliant.
Gecko! We've got Gecko!
That did nothing to it. Claymores. In the first game, during this Psycho Mantis fight, this was back when all the controllers were wired. PlayStation got away from that with the PlayStation 3, and the Xbox 360 did it eventually, but at first I think everything was wired. But the PlayStation 1, during a boss fight with Psycho Mantis, you had to take the controller out of the first port and put it into the second port because he was reading your mind. I don't know how they pulled that off. They read the inputs of the game and then he did the exact opposite. It was really freaking cool.
I'll open it for you with the Mark III.
Surprised how they balance on those tiny little toes.
Oh man, more Gecko! The Mark III is totally
That's a lot of weight
defensible
on a small center of gravity.
You'll have to distract the Gecko so they don't spot it.
Oh, that's one of those damn ones that you can't hit with a rocket launcher. You can't get me. I don't remember where you're supposed to hit it after this. Oh, maybe I can hit it with a missile now.
Okay, Snake, it's open now.
Oh, there it is. Is this... Yeah, this is it. This is where the next big boss fight is. Let my health regenerate a little bit here. What weapons am I gonna need for this one? I think I usually use the 50 cal, but I don't have it. Okay. How much money do I have? Yeah, I don't got enough to buy it. $200,000. I think you get additional weapons available to you on your second playthrough. I think. I don't know if my SVD will do any good here. I'll keep it out just in case. Javelin, I'll swap that out with the law. Where's the law? There we go. And grenades. Chaff grenade might come in handy. Why can't I buy more? Emotion magazine, Beauty and the Beast. Oh, I thought I bought it. Never mind. What do we got here? Stun grenade, stun grenade. Okay, apparently they're going to be effective. What's in here? Claymore, rations, SVD. Boss fight time. It's a big gun. It's a weird looking scope. Seeing the head floating around, that reminds me of the one time I tried to play Sniper Elite 3 online. The game was a freaking mess. Where all the other players were, all you could see was floating heads and their weapon just floating through air.
Show me your tears. Let them flow. Cry until your eyes run red.
There's the frogs. I forgot they came out to assist her. Beat round magazine, he's only got 2 left in that thing. Thought that was her. DSR-1, I don't have that thing yet. I don't think I do. Oh, I do. 7.62 by 67. Ooh, that's got to be a strong round. That's a lot of powder. .62 by 67 Magnum. I wonder if it's comparable. Okay, 7.62 is 30 caliber. I wonder if that's comparable to the 300 Winchester Magnum. Pretty strong rifles.
The enhanced soldiers are acting strangely. Something's coming!
I could definitely put some claymores up here.
Are you injured?
There they are.
Are you injured?
Oh, she's hitting me with that freaking railgun. Where are you?
What was that?
Yeah, wiggle it a little bit.
What was that?
Oh, there you are. Hell? Take my SVD over your DSR-1. I like the Russian guns. Nope, you saw nothing. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I see her. Like she's launching missiles with that damn thing. Might help if I change my camo. Can't tell if that's her or not. Oh, wait. I know what relieves stress. Yeah, right in the middle of battle. Hold on a minute, I gotta get my horn dog on. Oh. Old Snake psyche's going up real quick there. I'm feeling so less stressed out. Let me try the DSR-1. Since I think that's the only weapon in this game that uses that type of ammo. I wonder if it really has a scope like that. That thing looks funky. The XM25, that thing's been in quite a few video games. And a couple movies. I think it was in The Expendables number 3. Designed to take out enemies that hide behind cover. Usually what flanking techniques are for. I can't see why you would give a soldier that instead of taking away his regular rifle that can have so many different attachments on it, like a 40mm grenade launcher. I understand some of them can be fuse timed as well, but it just seems like a weapon that didn't need to be invented, but someone had a large budget and wanted to waste money.
You there? What's going on? Oh, was that an explosion?
Alright, they spotted me and I see them. There you are. Sniper, counter sniper. This looks like a good spot to just take a nap. I see her. Slides out of there like she's falling out of the womb. That was probably the point. Those suits they wear and the textures that they have, like right there, kind of look like something from Silent Hill.
I hear them. I hear the cries. The cries of babies. Stop it! Stop crying! Please! Please stop crying! Knowles. Go away. Don't come any closer. I'm sorry. I was so scared. Forgive me.
I'm sorry. You can cry if you want. Cry if you need to. No. I don't need tears anymore. I've cried myself dry. So cry. As much as you like. I will be there to listen.
Let me get the tranquilizer gun out. Out in the middle of an open area here. I shot her in the cooch. This might work.
Yo, Snake, I finished laundering that rail gun you picked up just now. Knock yourself out. It's on the house.
Thanks.
Time for another bedtime story, Snake. This one's about crying wolf. You don't need me to tell you there's whole nations in Africa tearing themselves apart in the name of ethnic cleansing. Well, she was born into that environment. When she was a little girl, her village was attacked by rival armed factions. Her parents and siblings were slaughtered, and she was left a refugee. She took her last surviving relative, her baby brother, and ran as far as she could away from the war zone. One day, they came across an enemy unit, so she took her brother and hid in an abandoned shack. And then her brother started to cry. She knew that if the soldiers heard the noise, they would find them and kill them both. So she wrapped her hand as tight as she could around his mouth. As the footsteps gradually went away, she came back to her senses. Her brother wasn't crying anymore. Horrified, she pulled her hand away, covered in sweat and spit. He wasn't breathing. They say wolves eat their own pups when they die. She was spotted wandering through the thick of battle, carrying her dead brother in her arms. She had visions, too. A wolf walking alongside her. Every night the wolf would howl and cry, just like her brother did that day. Eventually, she made it to a government-run refugee camp. But by then, her brother's body had rotted away. The camp was crowded with refugees like herself, and little children like her brother. Day and night, she was tormented by the cries of babies. The wolf that followed her heard her sorrowful screams and answered. He made his way around the camp, and one by one, he silenced the children. She tried to stop it, but she was powerless to stop the wolf. A few days passed, and on the eve of the enemy's raid, there wasn't a child left. The adults who survived were torn up pretty bad. Of course, there was never any wolf in that camp. She was the one who killed those babies. But she couldn't bring herself to admit it. She couldn't bear the thought of herself going from one baby to the next, howling like a wolf, snuffing out their little lives. And she never did, even as Crying Wolf, a lonely beast forever stalking the battlefield. Snake, fighting with you made Wolf finally accept what she'd done. She was cleansed by you. If the cries she heard of children on the battlefield have been silenced, it's because of you. You ought to be proud. 3 down, 1 to go. All that's left is Mantis. But you should know, Snake, she's been controlling all the other beasts. She's the beast of beasts. Don't let her get her hooks in you.
I won't.
See you around, Snake.
Railgun.
Welcome home, Wolf.
Sniper Wolf.